Columbia Broadcasting System, presented by Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater, is on the air in War of the Worlds.
On the evening of October 30th, 1938, New York citizens anticipate Halloween the next day.
The girl's like, ow, stop.
We didn't even know that. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program's advanced music to bring you special bullets from America Observatory. It was reported it flew around the farm and fell down in the neighborhood of Rogers Mill in New Jersey. Carl Phillips in New Jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carl Phillips in New Jersey. It looked like a huge cylinder. Mr. Olin, would you please tell the radio audience as much as you remember about this unusual visitor stopping in your backyard?
I have listened to radio.
Yes. And then what happened? You saw something?
I have heard something.
And what did you hear?
When people heard that ominous breaking news from the radio, people fled or gathered in churches to pray as the Martian machines headed towards New York City, spraying poisonous gas in the air. However, in this urgent situation, the radio crews kept doing their job without giving up.
We will stay here till the end. Wait a minute! The enemy's inside the town! Black smoke! Smoke is spreading fast! It's reached Times Square. People are trying to run away from it, but it's not! They're succumbing! Smoke is coming on 6th Avenue!
6th Avenue!
5th Avenue!
5th Avenue!
It's 100 yards away!
Millions of Americans tuned into a popular radio program called Mercury Theater on the air over the CBS radio network that features plays directed by and often starring Orson Welles. The performance that evening was an adaptation of H.G. Wells' science fiction novel, The War of the Worlds.
Thank you to Carl Phillips
They
in
have
New Jersey.
proved that a few effective voices accompanied by sound effects can convince masses of people of the totally
And then what
unreasonable,
happened? You saw something?
completely fantastic proposition as to create a nationwide pattern.
And what did you hear?
And I was a young boy when I heard this on the radio, but I never doubted that it was fiction and that it was being presented as a newscast. So the next day when I saw the newspapers and I saw pictures of farmers running out of their homes with pitchforks so that they could fight the Martians who were landing, I couldn't understand how people could believe it. But they did believe it, and as a result of that incident, a law was passed forbidding the use of a news-style approach to fictional material.
Many people missed or ignored the opening credits of the program. Some 6 million people heard the CBS broadcast. 1.7 million believed it to be true, and 1.2 million were genuinely frightened. In the panic, no one was killed, but many who were fooled were angry. They felt they were intentionally manipulated by fake news. The next day, Wells had to explain what he did.
At the time you were giving this role, were you aware that terror was going on throughout the nation? Oh, no.
Hitler managed to scare all of Europe to its knees a month ago, but he at least had an army and an air force to back up his shrieking words. But Mr. Wells scared thousands into false belief with the power of words. The invasion from Mars on October 1938 was a stunning demonstration of the power of radio to manipulate mass audience.
This is Orson Welles, ladies and gentlemen. Out of character, to assure you that the War of the Worlds has no further significance than as the holiday offering it was intended to be. So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible